All righty, good morning. 7:12 here on an early Wednesday morning, and we are watching some slick road conditions here as we start things off heading in towards the mid part of our work week. Kind of an active start for us here, and it looks like we're going to continue on this track of active rain and snow in the forecast here the next couple of days. One of the problem spots I have seen is Lookout Pass. This is I-90. The Montana Transportation Department showing this one on their dot cameras. Some slush out there in spots, and anywhere east of Lookout Pass to St. Regis. The National Weather Service office out of Missoula saying, hey, black ice, very icy, slippery conditions, and a little bit of freezing rain overnight has really created a mess between those two locations. So they've even said some jackknifed semis were reported out there in that area. Haven't seen anything on camera since then, but at least worth noting if your travel is going to take you in that spot, keep in mind it could be a slow go for you here this morning. Did want to mention with the snow up in higher elevations, it's falling as rain for most of our valley locations, especially as temperatures climb and snow levels climb. The concern here, though, is for flooding. A flood watch is in place for the Washington and Idaho Police Central Panhandle Mountains as well. You could see between about 1/2 inch to 1.25 inches from last night through today. So our impacts here are just more additional rain showers in the forecast, some melting snow, and rises of water out on some of the waterways, even some ponding on local fields. So if you're out around the Palouse, that would be a huge area of concern. It looks like a lot of this, while it's winding down in some regards, we're going to see redeveloping showers probably by about 9 o'clock here this morning. But really by that time, I think snow levels will be climbing though. So we'll see more of a rain event with the exception of above about 3,000 feet. So let's show you a couple of the spots. Still a little bit of light snow just to the south of the Pomeroy area. Watching that spot in particular. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Spokane catching a little bit of a break, but Coeur d'Alene has seen that pretty steady rain here for the last 3 hours. And up farther to the north, you can still see it's breaking apart, kind of tapering off, and it's very light right now, but they have seen some significant accumulations. Here's a look at our snow reports. 11 inches from train spotters out around the Leavenworth area. So they've been reporting anywhere from about 3 to 4 up to 11. So I'll include 11 there, but they saw the higher amounts. Eniot, you saw about 9, Tenascan and Brewster 6, 4.5 for Omak and Diamond Lake at about 4. So it's the northern counties where we saw that most significant accumulation. It's also where our winter storm warning is still in place this morning. It's until about 10 a.m. here this morning, but we're also watching the northeast Washington region, seeing some additional snow there. That was extended, that advisory, until about 10 a.m. this morning. I've got highs today at about 41, and then beyond today, it looks like we'll cool down just a bit, but more 40s are in the forecast by mid next week. Guys, a very wet start for us here early this morning.
It is earlier, and we like when you go outside because sometimes you want to show us the elements as they are, but then you have to be dressed well for your job. And sometimes the ice and the high heels don't mix.
They don't mix, no.
But you were covered nicely.
Did you see it? Or
I just heard this. I heard whoop. That's what I heard.
My heel went back, slipped on the ice, and then got caught on the bench. So okay. Yes, do as I say with the forecast, not as I do. Heels are not the best call outside.
As we said, Boundary County closed today, Colville, Waterville, 2-hour delay.